I'm back with another video for the Conscious Journaling channel. And I know that it's been a while, so I'm easing back into it right now, recording this video from my car. It's not always easy to find a place that is, quiet. So I'm doing whatever works, and in any case, I hope this video is going to be a useful one for you. Because what I'm going to be talking about is how to make better decisions using journaling. So this is something that is in common for everybody because we all have to make decisions on a daily basis, right? So this is going to be very useful specifically, and I mean especially for those type of life decisions where you feel stuck and you're not sure which direction to go and which choice to make. Okay, so you can use journaling as a tool to help you find more clarity on what decision to make, and I'm gonna be talking about that in this video. Okay, so I will first get started with a basic principle, which is that I believe that the best decisions or the right decision in life are the ones that feel good deep inside when you make that decision, because that means that this decision is coming from your intuition or from your unconscious mind, and you have a good gut feeling about it. Okay, I personally believe, and you can take this or not, but I personally believe that we all have an inner wisdom built into us that really knows what is the best thing for us to do. Okay, every human being has this inner wisdom that knows what is the right decision, knows what's the right choice, what the right choice is, to make. Okay, but what happens is that this inner choice or inner wisdom, there's like a cloud on top of it, and this is a cloud that is made up of fears, too much logical thinking, other people's expectations, other people's opinions, confusion, whatever it is. Okay, so this is kind of like a cloud that is making your mind not very clear, because it's blocking that intuition, where the intuition that knows what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to dump that cloud of unnecessary thoughts and feelings into the journal, get it out of the way so you can make space for the right decision to come up and have this clarity. Okay, now there's two mistakes that people make when they're gonna make major decisions. Okay, there's probably more mistakes, but the two main ones are overthinking the decision using rational thoughts, okay, which is analyzing using different facts and different scenarios, going very deep into the details and what if this and what if that. And this is, often referred to as analysis paralysis, because it means that you're analyzing a lot and then you paralyze because you're not going to make any decision. And usually people who do this, they think they're being rational, but it's actually coming from a place of fear. And that's why they're not making the decision, because they're afraid of making the wrong decision, so they keep over analyzing. The other mistake that people make is making a decision, an important decision, when they don't feel emotionally calm. So in other words, making a decision in a state of an imbalanced emotional state. So they might make a decision when they're afraid or angry or frustrated or in panic mode, and they make a decision real quick that comes to avoid this feeling, and that is usually not the best decision that you want to make. Okay, Because again, the best decision should come from a place of from that feels good, which is your intuition, and usually you need a calm state of mind to reach that decision. So this is the introduction. How do you use journaling for that? Let's take an example, okay? And this is going to be a simple example, because this is a situation where you only have two choices, okay? Sometimes in life you have more than one choice, but this is an example where you're trying to decide, should I do something or should I not do something, okay? Let's take a professional example. So about your career. For example, you're not happy with your job. Suppose that you're not happy with your job. And you're thinking, should I stay or should I leave? Should I look for another job or should I stay where I am? And you're confused because there's things that are keeping you in this job, and at the same time there's frustrations that are making you think of leaving this job, and you're not sure which. You can't make up your mind. So one day you say, yeah, I want to leave, and the other day you want to stay, and you don't know what to do. So how do you solve that? Get your journal, and of course this applies to anything. I'm giving this as this example as just to help you, but you can apply it to anything else, obviously. So you get your journal, you put a line in the middle, and you say, one decision on the left. You write down one decision on the left, you write the other decision on the right, and you make that another line, so you have a column and a row, and then you have 4 quadrants. And top left you write what is good, or what is it that you like about choice A. So what do you like about your current job, or what are the advantages of your current job, or just put a plus sign. And here, don't think only rationally. Put everything, dump everything that comes in your mind about your current job that is good. I like my friends at work, I like my boss, the pay is good, it's stable, blah 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 blah. Write whatever it is, okay? Then underneath that, you do the opposite. Write everything that is quote unquote bad about the job. And again, don't think about being too rational. You can write whatever comes in your head. My manager is mean to me, okay? Don't think, okay, no, this is a silly excuse. No, just write it down. I don't like, it's too stressful. No work-life balance. I'm not gonna get promoted. I'm gonna, I dread going to work in the morning. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Whatever it is, whatever pops in your head, just write it, because when you write it, you're cleaning up that part. Okay. That is, on a mental level. Then you go to the right, which is option B. Okay, so what's option B? Look for another job. What is good about that? Well, you don't really know because you haven't been to the other job yet, but it might be something like, well, I could find a job that has a better pay. I could have a job where the negatives of my current job don't exist. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Then in the bottom right, which is the negatives of that, which could be, I don't know anything about this new job. It could have worse problems than where I am today. Or maybe if I leave my current job, I'm disappointing my friends. I'm disappointing my manager. I can't leave right now because I'm committed to too many things. Whatever fears you have, whether they are rational or irrational, thoughts, whatever that comes to your mind, write it there. So now you finish. You've filled up the 4 quadrants. Good, bad, good, bad. Okay? You empty out everything. You don't leave a single thought in your mind. And then when you're done, you just let it rest for a while. Okay? You're done. You put it away. You might want to take one last look at it. And then sometimes at that moment the decision becomes clear. Or other times, you just want to put your journal away, do whatever you want to do something else, go for a walk, go on with your life. You may even want to go to sleep, wake up the next day, but then you open your journal and look again, and something will feel different. You read things again, and something won't make something that some of the things you wrote won't make sense anymore. And one of the two options is gonna feel much more appealing and much more like, yeah, this is the one. I'm gonna stay because everything I wrote on the right doesn't make sense, or I'm definitely leaving. That's it. And then you know, because you've emptied out all the things, your inner wisdom or unconscious, sometimes even when you're sleeping, it works better. It gives you what you should be doing because it has now space to express itself. And there you go. And you make your decision. And that's all. Now, once you've done that, you got to make sure that you don't ask anybody else's advice. You've made your decision that came from within you. If you go ask a friend or a parent or a cousin or whatever, and then they tell you something different, self-doubt is going to creep in again. You don't need that. This is coming from outside. You don't need that, you know. So stick to what the conclusion that you've arrived to. Stick to it. Make that decision. Take action. All right, and that's all. Give it a shot, and let me know how it goes. If you have a decision that you're struggling with in your life, if you know someone else that is also struggling with a similar decision, please pass on this video to them. Hope it's gonna be useful to you. Hit the like button, comment, share your experience, subscribe, ask your friends to subscribe, and have a nice day.